Nice. Haven't done much of this last year, have I?
No, you've been a bit lazy, haven't you?
Oh, I don't know about lazy. I hate the word busy, but I've been prioritising other things.
It was a very busy year when we look back on our calendar, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was kind of stupid.
hard to believe with that January I did 3 podcasts twice. I went over to Tauranga. I think both of those were missions from Taupo to Tauranga and then back home again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I did...
oh, yes, I remember that one you did. You went after work and
Yeah.
you came back
Yeah.
that same night. It was very late.
Did that twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, once with Dave Galbraith and once with the mighty Michael Brake. He just
and you also did that other one with, is it the two guys?
2 guys. They're a car yards up in Auckland.
No.
2 guys.
And you made all those reels.
2 guys and lots of reels.
Oh, God.
This is really helpful. My phone is just over there.
I'm sure it was up in Tauranga.
In Tauranga.
Yep.
Awesome.
You ate pizza.
Oh, Old Bays. Now that was even more. That was Whitianga. Oh yeah, I did that in January too. Holy shit.
Was that January? That was somewhere.
Yeah, that was January.
The start of the year. So.
It was early January because you had gone back to work and I still had an extra holiday. So I perused up to, not Paihia, Pauanui. Caught up with Simon Cochran there after I lounged on the beach and got sunburnt. About the only sunny day of the year last year, that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, did that chat with Old Bays. Yeah, so there was that too.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric Murray as well. So
it was a huge January.
big start to the year and then just so much shit unfolded as we spoke about last time. Yeah, huge. It was pretty interesting looking back on the year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually. It was quite overwhelming, eh?
Yeah.
Because you're like, holy shit.
Especially after 3 months here of just like being hyper-focused but having so much time.
We've realised that this week, haven't we? How much time we have.
Yeah.
We don't have either of the girls.
We've had, had both girls for 2 weeks. Week and a half of that was camping. So them, my nieces, my auntie and uncle, my mum and dad, friends in the camping ground, just here
like chaos for a week and a half.
I wouldn't say chaotic. It's very relaxed.
It wasn't chaos.
Did a whole bunch of nothing.
It was also like chaos. Camping is chaos.
Oh, maybe that's your problem, Nicole.
Is it?
It's not chaotic at all. It's relaxing. You do nothing.
Okay.
Apart from set it up and take it down and drive there. Gorgeous.
And then do 5 loads of washing when you get home.
Mm.
But apart from that, it's very chill.
Yeah. Swimming in the lake every day. Although you had a few showers, eh?
Yes.
I haven't had a shower.
Yes, you did have a shower.
I never have a shower.
Oh, it was cold. It rained like 3 days.
Yeah. You still wash.
It was cold.
Yeah.
I think you just didn't wash though. Some days.
No, it's not true.
Oh.
Don't go spreading that disinformation out there.
I don't think they care.
Whether I washed or not in the lake.
Yeah.
People are washed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been. But yet this week don't really know what to do with ourselves. That's hence why we're doing a podcast. Just to fill our evening so we don't go to bed at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, sort of, eh? It was like, well,
Yeah.
don't you want to read, Nicole? And you're like, yeah, I do. Just not for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we realised why people watch TV.
Yeah. We've never really had time to watch TV when we lived in Tokoroa.
Nah.
We didn't really, and then we were like, oh, we don't really want to watch TV, but what else do we do?
Yeah. So then I was outside getting some sun, doing a bit of meditation, and then the cat nearly killed itself. So that was very zen.
The cat is fine.
Yeah, the cat's fine.
She's just behind us.
Yeah. She caught birds, so has been sentenced to a Bangly necklace, and Nicole thinks she didn't do it up tight enough. Do you think
Yeah,
there was?
maybe. I didn't have it on that last hole.
Yep. Yes. So yes.
So yes, that was my fault. The cat usually just about strangled itself.
Great extreme ownership there, Nicole. That's,
You're welcome.
That's a true sign of a leader.
What?
Oh, now you're the CEO.
I'm not the CEO.
You are the CEO.
We had this discussion today already.
No, weren't you doing some big CEO stuff today?
What did I do?
Chasing up, institutional debtors.
Yes. And how dumb our optimator is actually.
For trying to get some info.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Why do I need to run 7 different reports when I should just be able to run one and it gives me everything?
Oh, there is a KPI report. I don't know what data's in there though.
No, I just want the report of the debtors, but all of the debtors all in one place, not all the different. Like I've got to run a different report for all the different debtors.
I see.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Who owes me money? I want to know everyone.
Hard. I'm sure this is nothing new, but anybody out there in IT, if you can solve practice management software, integrating
Or if you just
customer relations management and integration into point of sale and Xero.
If you just know how to use Optimate, would be good. Like if
that'd be helpful too.
I reckon we're just not using it properly.
We're not optimizing our Optimate. No, we're not.
Cheesy. But we're not.
Nah.
We're not utilising it properly, I don't think. But we don't know how to. So someone could teach us how to do that. That'd be cool.
A lot of the back end hasn't been set up though, which is frustrating.
But then how do you do that?
Time. Sit down and bloody data entry.
Push buttons and hope for the best.
No, like formulaically, systematically into the data so you can actually get shit back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, for example, the equipment does somewhat integrate into the practice management system. It's just not there.
Oh, does it? But we don't have it linked up.
Nah.
Good.
So again, we were talking today about how I need to call our IT manager to sort out our server and our, I think it's called RAM, I don't know. CPUs.
All the things that make the computers
CPUs,
go properly.
RAMs.
None of them actually function properly.
Gigabytes.
I have no idea. Oh, it's just annoying when that little thing goes around and around and around and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I have no idea either. But he did solve that. The reason why my computer just shorts out all the time is that it's actually running through 2 other computers that are different. So that makes sense.
So how do you fix that? Get Craig back.
We do get Craig back from IT Solutions, Ashburton.
He's great.
He is great.
By the way, we appreciate him.
Got a great set of careers on his face
Very
too.
much. He does have a great set of careers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So many things to do. We painted the building though.
Yes, we did.
Needs another coat. You don't reckon?
No, it's fine. I think it's fine.
We bit off more than we can chew with that. It was a whole weekend.
Yep, we did.
Looks good.
It looks great. I think we did a great job, and I think that's enough. I don't want to do it again.
No.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
It looks so much tidier.
Yeah.
Especially
after we rock on there on a Sunday and Dad mows the lawns and I pull out about 1,000 deadly nightshades.
Hey, I also pulled out weeds.
You pulled out 1,000 too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pulling out that gigantic one from the neighbours is probably going to go a long way to solving our weed problem.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It was honestly like that lawn was a garden though after 2 weeks. It was unreal. Did you see that big purple thing that was just growing in the lawn? That was like 2 weeks of growth.
There's also a tree similar to, maybe not now that I look at them, but similar to the trees we've got in the background growing. So Dad just left that. So we'll see if that grows in the corner and we get a tree back. That'd be good, eh?
Where was that? What corner was that?
The Lights corner. Corner of Walnut Avenue Street, Ashburton.
Bob.
Oh,
That's cool. Did I miss that one? Because I weeded right in that corner.
Well, as you said, there was stuff everywhere there. It was hard to determine. But
our lawn was just as bad. We had a tree growing on it.
Yeah.
On our lawn at home.
Yeah.
It's amazing what happens when it's damp and hot.
Mosquitoes come out.
Yes. Yeah. That was at Glendale though. Not here.
Yeah. We were swimming the day before and I saw larvae everywhere, and then sure enough we were playing cards on our last night there, and yeah, it was just mosquitoes everywhere. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm so glad I was in bed.
Yeah. It was almost like sandflies in Fiordland, but with mosquitoes. Like, I'm not bullshitting here. They were everywhere.
Yeah, your mum and dad were like quite
surprised.
Yeah, by it all. But then they were all dead on the table in the morning. Did you see them?
Yeah, we squashed them.
Oh, you were squishing them.
Yeah. Well, some mosquitoes don't last very long. That's why they're so psycho.
Gotta use my energy.
Gotta find my mate. Gotta lay some eggs.
How long do they last for?
I think a day.
Oh, like a butterfly. The butterflies, they're the same, aren't they? Only live a day.
Any bug experts out there? Write into r&n@asheye.co.nz.
Not Rand.
Not Rand.
Random was someone else asked
Random.
me.
That was closer.
I didn't think well when I did that email address.
Romeo Alpha November Delta November.
I should have.
And that's I as in EYE, not I.
I should have done an and symbol, not A&D.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Can you do that in an email?
Dunno.
Yeah. It's interesting. Again, any IT solutions, send the answer to r&n@asheye.co.nz.
Yep, never mind. Should have thought that through. It's too late now because everyone's got the email address.
And I've just said it 3 times, so...
It'd be upsetting if we changed it now.
Yeah. So, as the CEO, you've also been dabbling in a bit of social media management. Found a fantastic reel today. Now, you've found 2 awesome reels, eh? Did you find the one about my wife likes none of them? And
no, that was... I can't take credit for that. That was Libby.
That was Libby. But we just had to be the actors.
I can take credit for the one you did, though.
Which one's that? I've been in most of them.
Yes, yeah, I've been in all of them. I don't know, I'm not really a math guy.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Oh.
I don't know.
I didn't really count. I don't know. I'm not really a math guy.
Yeah, that one. That was good too.
Yeah.
But the shit one was great. Shit.
They're great frames though, eh?
Yes.
They're not the ones you got? No.
No, I got the Celestial.
Yeah.
The aviator looking
They're the green version of the white ones we've sold in that got collected today, eh? Or she'd already collected them.
She already has those ones. She came and got another pair of Mauds today.
Yeah.
She got the aviator style today.
The brown version of the white ones that you've got.
Yes.
Coming. And you've got sunglasses.
Yes, I've got them in a sun.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah.
But they didn't arrive in time for New Year's, so what did you wear? A pair of woodies.
I took a pair of woodies because they were great as well. Yeah. And I was like, well, I can't go on holiday without new sunglasses.
New sunglasses, just can't see. I kept pointing stuff out to you, but like, look at that. You're
I just can't see out these ones because they didn't have...
It's blurry. You're legal to drive, but for anybody out there that wants to know the legal driving standards, not great.
It does me fine.
It's twice 2020 version, in case you're wondering.
What does that mean, Ryan?
2 minutes of arc, if you know what that means.
Explain.
No, so a bit of geometry here. If you get
geometry,
most people do. It's hard because it's in 360 degrees, and what does that mean? It makes sense. Confusion.
It's round.
Yeah. So then you got 1 degree. So you go from a flat up 1 degree, and within 1 degree there are 60 minutes, and then within each minute of arc there are 60 seconds. So that's very tiny.
Why? How have you gone from a measurement?
So 1/60th of a degree is called a minute.
That's stupid. Why didn't they make up a new word?
I know.
I feel like they've borrowed one.
Yeah.
And so it makes it confusing.
Yeah. All the shooters out here are going, oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, good. I'm glad somebody.
All the listeners that have been in the military are like, yeah. MinRads.
So nobody.
But No, not MinRad. Minutes of arc, MOA. Milrads are the metric version. So there is a metric version. Yeah.
Good.
And I should figure out how 6.6 fits into that, because 6.6 is metric, but it's a metric version of.
So back to eyes and the driving standard.
So 612 or 2040 is 2 minutes of arc, which is quite big.
Okay.
And not very sharp.
But how does that relate to what you can see?
Hmm?
How does that relate to what you can see?
This one's real hard to explain. I can only say that, like, say you've got an E. So for those just listening, you've got an E, and each limb. So there's obviously 3 limbs in a 2020 or 6.6 letter. Each of those limbs and the gap between the limbs is 1 minute of arc, so a 60th of a degree. So from wherever you're sitting, okay, and because it's a 6 meter chart, the number's 6. Yeah. So if it was 100, if it was a 100 meter chart, then that denominator would be 100. It'd be 100, 100.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's your ability to tell the difference between the black and the white lines, and that size is a minute of arc.
Okay.
So for someone that's just on the driving standard, they would need that line to be twice as big or half the distance away.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if you've got 20/20 vision, if you go twice the distance from the chart, you'll be able to see the driving standard line.
Oh, okay. That's what you can see.
Better. With the aid of some laser surgery.
Always better, eh?
When I was 25.
Lucky for some.
But that, if I wore glasses or contact lenses, I was still seeing that well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got good acuity.
Same.
What are those from?
Your father.
Acuity. Yeah, probably partly my parents. Yeah, they contributed.
They've got good eyesight.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably growing up in an enriched environment.
Enriched.
Yeah.
Enriched.
And
what?
not having refractive error when I was young. It probably helps. So where I was looking was clear all the time. Not being stressed, so having good accommodation and being able to focus on things.
Yep.
Yeah. Whereas if you're in a stressful environment, you might not be able to focus on stuff or change focus that well, or you might not be able to align your eyes properly because the stress on your visual system means that the 2 eyes don't work well together.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you don't create good fusion of the 2 eyes, and so then you never get like real depth in your visual cortex, so it never really fully develops. Yeah. You've got to remember, vision's neural. The eyes are just the start of the message.
Yeah.
So the same message is being sent down to your visual cortex. It's just how well has that visual cortex developed. Yeah. And what things have impacted the development of the visual cortex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, stress
Mm-hmm.
would mean that the eyes don't necessarily completely align, so then there's confusing messages, so then the brain slightly selects one eye over the other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Stress means that the ciliary muscle, which drives focusing of the lens, doesn't engage properly. So then the image of looking up close, which in a young child is most of the time is in a near environment, that image is slightly out of focus because it's focused slightly behind the eye, so it's never viewed sharply, so the visual cortex never develops to see sharply. And so that's why when we see young kids and they've got a small amount of refractive error, there's always that sort of decision of, well, how well are they seeing? And if we gave them a sharp image, would that mean that their visual cortex develops further? And so then they've got strong vision.
Yeah.
And that also might mean that as the eye continues to grow, it grows in a more balanced way and they grow out of their glasses.
Oh,
yeah. Or also they create capacity if they're long-sighted to do that focusing, but they've also got good vision. So
that's why kids would grow out of their glasses, because they
like my young brother.
Often, eh?
Yeah. So when I decided to be an optometrist, that was like his last eye exam. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So I was 12, he was 8, but they wore them for a little while longer because he'd had them since he was 2 or 3. But yeah, he doesn't have to wear them. Now I say that to lots of kids.
It'd be interesting to see to do his eyes now.
Yeah, I do wonder what his refractive error is and what his vision is, and if his eyes are aligned and all those sorts of things.
You should have done an eye exam on the other.
Unofficially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for interest's sake.
Yeah.
Not for
Not professionally.
Not professionally.
No.
Just for your own
intrigue,
knowledge.
Yeah. Send to somebody I trust and be like, can you do a comprehensive eye exam on my brother? I really want to know where he's at, how he developed. How much did those glasses help him when he was young? It'd be good to get his record. It's probably long gone.
Who did he go to?
Lobs in Invercargill.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They might have it.
Maybe. Yeah.
It'd be funny as if they did.
He'd have to get it. There goes the cat.
What's that, boss?
It's alive.
Where's she gone?
She's behind you. She's healed.
Come here. Up here. Come
on. What do you reckon? Here we go.
Hey, puss. It's bedtime, hey?
Yeah, she like turns her cheek away. Hey? She's like, oh, that jaw's still a little bit fragile.
I don't know whether she scratched herself or she poked herself with the yucca.
Yeah, she was going pretty vicious on her face.
Was she?
When she was out on the deck.
Trying to get it off.
Then she ran around the corner and I was like, come back here, you dork.
Because she's hurt her paw and her cheek.
Yeah.
And her ear. But she also was hiding in the yucca plant. Yeah, pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I sort of gave myself a little jab.
Yeah.
Back to eyes. The yucca plant is one of the worst for corneal abrasions. Get rid of them. I think it's irresponsible for me as an optometrist to have one in the yard, and this home being owned by 2 optometrists. I think they'd agree that I should remove it.
Yeah, they probably would, but also that would
leave a massive hole in the back corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had to go to the green waste.
With a yucca.
The yucca.
We'd also have to get it out. Oh, look.
That's her ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, beat herself up.
She can stay inside for a couple of days, I reckon.
Yeah.
Puss.
So one quarter is business owners in Ashburton.
Yes.
It's been unreal, eh? Like,
it has been.
Going out for dinner has been great.
What, the business owning or the living in Ashburton?
Nah, business owning. Great. Business owning has been amazing.
It has been. It's been very pleasant compared to the business I did own.
It's just been a little bit harder, like people asking you questions and you're like, I'm learning.
Yeah. It's
much better suited to the CEO role than the business role.
It is hard.
That's familiar stuff.
When people come to you and you can't answer the question because you have no idea what the answer is. And then your husband is also overwhelmed with things to do and you go and try and get the answer of him and he's stressed too. So that kind of ends in a bit of a disaster, but we got there in the end, didn't we?
Just one time.
Yeah.
Just before Christmas.
It was a stressful time.
Yeah. Trying to, just before Christmas, trying to reach budget.
Yeah.
And looking at a diary that's like, where are we going to find people from?
Yeah, half full and
yeah.
You're just kind of like, shit.
But that's like, I guess, obviously you can't sit on your laurels, but trusting the process that, you're putting stuff out there, you're doing a good job. There's a database of people that come eventually.
I think that had come from the frustration of not feeling like we couldn't help someone.
Yeah.
didn't it? It was like, we're not doing what we should be doing. We ended up fixing it.
Yeah.
But it was the frustration out of being like, we need to help this person and we're not doing what we should because we don't know what to do.
Mm. Or what's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
it was frustrating.
Turned out to be something simple.
Mm. No, it's
which was lucky because we'd done the measurements 3 times on our tower, and it saves the photo and the measurements, and 3 times over it was the opposite way around to what was in the glasses.
Yeah.
Which is
rocky.
The problem. No, that's the problem with human error, and again, like getting the practice set up so that you avoid those human errors which happen. Just make same thing can happen at my end, you know.
Yeah.
Things populate that as they shouldn't instead of what you wanted to write, or.
It's frustrating though when you have those issues arise and you don't feel like you can
solve them.
Yeah. Or help them like you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you should.
And then at the same time, we were trying to help somebody and it just wasn't working out. And they've come back again in January, and it's like, right, this is outside of our help. We'll try our best. Well, that's what's going to be frustrating. Hopefully the cataract process comes through and problem solved.
You think that's what it is?
Oh, the way it was described to me is a big image and a small image within each other, and especially driving. You know, when you live in Ashburton and you drive to Timaru and Christchurch, reasonable frequency, which is not surprising, then you're going to run into this issue every time. So the magnification between the two eyes is massive, and the eye that's been left with the cataract is not seriously bad. It's better than that driving standard.
Yeah.
And so it has good vision, well, reasonable vision, and then the other eye, which has excellent vision, is getting superimposed this massive image on the new eye, and it's like,
so they should have done both of them.
Well, again,
but they didn't do the other one because she could.
No, it's just the unfortunate thing about the public system.
Yeah, it wasn't bad enough to.
Yeah, the funding model was arbitrary.
Yeah.
And so you only get one eye done at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Yeah. So again, that's what. Again, one of those instances where you were asking me at dinner, where did I get the idea for an insurance fund to save? And I was like, seeing too many people
there it is.
waiting on the public system and not having the capacity, or they've given away their insurance when they're older and not have the funds that are available.
Yeah.
You know, it's those
frustrating
types of
to
things.
see.
Yeah. You wish you could do something.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Yeah. You know, Fred Hollows is a New Zealander. He achieved something.
Okay, we can achieve things.
In the realms of cataracts.
We've achieved lots of things.
And Ray Avery is an orphan. I think he's left the country actually. He's got sick of it.
What'd he do?
Ray Avery. Lots of philanthropy, but with Fred Hollow's Foundation, he's the person that sourced the lens implant manufacturing in Eritrea, which is in the middle of Africa. And so that's part of how they can make Fred Hollow's work. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's a lot of volunteering going on.
Yeah.
You know, volunteering of clinical rooms, volunteering of personnel.
But without the equipment, you wouldn't be able to do anything.
But still, you know, lens that you get from a ophthalmologist, especially the high end ones, are a lot more expensive than $20. Actually, I think they might even be both lenses. No, that can't be right. Must be each one. $20 a lens.
Mm-hmm. When you were going to go over and help out the Fred Hollows thing, what were you going to do?
So I was going to do
obviously optometry.
Yeah.
But
so those lenses that they implant, there might be some toric ones.
Yeah.
And they're sort of best fit. They don't always get to do the most accurate of measurements of the eye length and shape and refraction that you get even in the public system in New Zealand. So the refractive outcome, so what power your eyes are after the cataract surgery in New Zealand, even in the public system, is usually pretty good.
Yes.
Like I was saying with that lady, the eye that was done has an effective power of 0. There's a little bit of astigmatism there.
Yeah.
Just the problem is that the other eye is still about plus 350, so the difference between the two eyes is off. So my job would be effectively that see what power remains and come up with a refractive solution, often from a selection of glasses. So when people donate their...
so you'd have to...
so you can categorise lenses.
Yeah.
You know, a bit like when we're calling up the lab and being like, we want da-da-da. You know, you can, to a certain extent, categorise lenses and frames and do that. And I think the likes of Essilor and Hoyer and Zeiss and all the lens manufacturers try and contribute to those things.
Yeah.
I know with Essilor they were doing big work in New Zealand primary schools funding the lenses. So when we were at uni, we used to go to schools in Papakura, do eye screening, and then I think if they got negative in the eye screening, the glasses that they needed got funded, or the lenses got funded by Essilor, maybe even the whole glasses.
Oh, wow.
Of course, they also combine with Luxottica to have frames now.
Yeah.
And Patterson Byrne that I used to work for in Waikato, being a big Essilor account, used to volunteer time for that too. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Always had the idea of doing the iBus around rural New Zealand. There's the iBus in Auckland now.
I remember you talking about that.
Goes out to remote places, a lot up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to the eye survey being done. They did a pilot in East Auckland, which was fascinating to me because it was in Glen Innes, which is right next to where the university clinic was. That's where I played rugby at varsity, and something like 80% of the people that they saw had never ever had an eye exam.
Oh, wow.
And they needed like 40% of people being referred and things like that. So, yeah, it's pretty unreal for, a large amount of the community that has a university clinic right there to not even have the idea to engage with that and not understand, one, the capacity for vision, but two, what that means in terms of eye health. Like I said, so many of them needed a referral.
Yeah. It is. You can even kind of see that when we took over, right? It's about the doing the OCTs for everyone.
Yeah.
That it just, it's not actually just about glasses and stuff. It's
No.
about all the other stuff as well. So there's obviously still a lot of miseducation out there. I don't know if it's miseducation or uneducation. Don't know.
Yeah. And even just like the files that would have like family histories of glaucoma or macular degeneration, risk factors in the exams of one of those two, especially when we're calling people up and saying, hey, you're due, the previous people have been following these factors. And they're like, oh no, I'm seeing fine.
Yes, yeah. No, my glasses are all good.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, you're not being recalled because of your glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need to check on your, these risk factors for these things.
Preventable blindness, or at least like things that can be mitigated, and so macular degeneration is a tough one because there's not heaps that you can do, but it can be a motivator to keep your lifestyle. Yeah, so for preventing macular degeneration, it's basically, inverted commas, being healthy.
Yeah.
There's like a 10-year intervention study now called the AREDS, which is the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, Level 2. And the 5-year data was pretty convincing that if there's build-up of waste in the retina that's starting to affect the photoreceptors, taking a supplement would prevent that either degrading those photoreceptors so you can't see anymore, or creating wet macular degeneration, which is new blood vessels that bleed, and you've got blood basically in the photoreceptors which can damage them. So you can treat that with injections, which sounds as gory as it is, but it's better than losing your vision.
Yeah.
And the supplement prevented that at a little over 30%. And then at 10 years, it was still 26% protective. The supplement. So
if you were taking it, taking it.
So the people in the study.
Yeah.
And so that was for intermediate macular degeneration. What you could sort of take out of that was if you had macular degeneration in your family, you might want to think about taking that supplement, especially if you've had some early macular degeneration, even though the study doesn't show a statistical significance of protection from the study. Individually, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Because
what's in the supplement?
Lutein and zeaxanthin and zinc. And I've got a little bit of a bugbear with Blackmores. They sponsor Macular Degeneration New Zealand, so they're on all the Macular Degeneration New Zealand flyers. But their formulation, they were quick to act on the AREDS 1 formula, which was the first time they did the study. Yeah. And in that, instead of being lutein and zeaxanthin, they used just beta-carotene. And that showed an increased risk of lung cancer for smokers, and smoking is a risk factor for macular degeneration. So, they were reducing the risk of macular degeneration, but they were rising the risk of lung cancer, again on a high risk individual of lung cancer. So that was no good. The other thing with that 10-year analysis is that there was still no increased risk of lung cancer from lutein and zeaxanthin. So that was another good result from that study that's been going 10 years.
So they've since changed the
so the formula changed from being beta-carotene to being lutein and zeaxanthin, which is where AREDS 2 started over 10 years ago. But what Blackmores did is just took out the beta-carotene and had the zinc and omega-3, I think it is, which, again, from the study, omega-3 supplementation didn't show to be preventative, but oily fish is. Again, there's probably a dosing issue with that. But and then when AREDS 2 started and they found lutein and zeaxanthin to be beneficial, they came up with a lutein supplement. So what that means for people, if they want the Blackmores, is they need to take 4 Macuvisions a day plus 2 luteins a day. Yeah. So they've got 6 tablets. Yeah. Yet the other ones like Clinicians or MacuTech or MacuShield, they're once a day. Yeah. Yeah. And that whole...
They have everything.
Yeah, they're based on the AREDS 2 supplements. So, yeah. And there's a Botrelon one out there. The reason why I know that is someone that was using it needed me to write a prescription for it because the supply got held up last year and it was...
Oh, yes, that was the drama.
Yeah, became pharmacy only briefly, but...
before we left Taupo.
Yeah, but again, that was one of those things that was great to figure out what the answer was. Yeah. Also, touch base with the pharmacist.
Yeah. It's been interesting since you've been here, eh?
Yeah. Nah, that's an easy one. There's like abbreviations for writing scripts, and once a day there's a little bit of confusion because QD can mean once a day, but it can also mean 4 times a day because QID is 4 times a day. So I'll just write, to do it at night or to do it in the morning instead of once a day, I think. Or write once a day. Yeah. Yeah, because when we taper drops, like prednisone drops especially, we'll start off sort of, even 15 minutes, go to hourly, and then 4 times a day for a good period of time, and then we'll drop it off a week of twice a day, a week of once a day. That's the QD one. And then every other day. And so, the pharmacist was like, which one do you want? So, well, once a day, but I can change what I write. No worries. If that's confusing for you, let's not do confusing.
Let's not do confusing.
Yeah, let's get the right dosage.
It's not worth it for medication.
Yeah, and it's funny because obviously you want to be like, am I right or am I wrong? Because I was like, I'm pretty sure I've reviewed this before because I used to stuff it up, and then I looked on Google and one page said 4 times a day and the other one said once a day. I was like, ugh. Well, there's your confusion right there.
And then you asked a few pharmacists.
Yeah, but it was interesting. The 2 Ashburton ones were like, 4 times a day, and then my sister-in-law was like, once a day. I was like,
you're like, damn it.
God damn. You needed to say it was 4 times a day. Like, anything. Yeah.
Never mind. Write it out.
Yeah, she doesn't. She works at the hospital now, so maybe she's used to ophthalmologists.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was telling me she wrote fulfilled a few ophthalmology scripts. Yeah, well done.
No, cool. What else is happening?
Oh, just frames on the shelf. Frames going off the shelf.
Frames are going off the shelves.
Sold, not stolen, thankfully.
No, I need to order some more.
Yeah.
Which I'm doing.
Yeah. So when we first showed up, we had all the reps come and see us. We'd already outlaid a good commitment, which we're still paying for, to black eyewear.
Yeah, which we'd planned when we started the process of taking over. So we'd got in touch with them really early.
Yeah.
And organised, and we'd been to their offices and stuff and checked out everything that we wanted and stuff when we had...
and also the idea of how to display them and keep them up to date and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, they were really amazing and pretty much did everything for us, which was amazing.
Yeah.
So we did that, and we sent back all of the consignment stock that Ashburton Eyecare already had. One, because you only get consignment stock if you've got a history of sales with a supplier and stuff. And obviously, we didn't have any history of sales or anything.
Yeah.
So all that went. So basically, we got pretty cleared out, and we got left with a lot of rubbish.
Old stock.
Old stock that's been sitting around. Some of it's been there for like 5-6 years.
Yeah. But some real gems in there as well, like that line of Kate Sylvester we're nearly out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've still got a few. There's still like 4 or 5.
That big green one, which is too big for my mum.
They're quite nice though, actually, those green ones.
Yeah, they'd be too big for your face too.
Well, I can't do round because my face is so round.
Yeah.
Just makes me look rounder. Anyway.
Has that been fun? Like frame shape and face shape?
Yeah. And also like how much people decide for themselves. Like you can give them a frame that looks amazing on them and suits their face shape, and they'll go, no, I don't like that. I like this one.
Yeah.
That. Also, it's your own taste, and you wear what you want to wear.
The hard thing as well is you've got a fashion item that's holding a medical device.
Yes, and there is certain parameters.
And the thing that people complain about mostly is the performance of the medical device. But if the frame, like we've had a couple of times, that frame will not work.
Yeah, and that's been...
and having the knowledge and confidence in the team to be able to say, look...
You can't have that frame.
Yeah.
Like,
what we're doing here is housing a medical device for you.
Yeah.
So you can see well.
That's actually a good way to put it. Which, it has been quite interesting to do that too. Be like, actually, no, that doesn't fit you, or it's not going to suit this, lens that you need.
Yeah.
So that's been a process too.
Yeah. But you jump back in the dispense competitions course.
I did.
First module, of course, is about health and safety. So you're like, this is really useful for my day-to-day. Now, it is very useful for your day-to-day, but...
Yeah. No, it's fine. I just need to get it done, really, don't I?
It's not immediately...
It's actually way more relevant now and easier to do because the information actually makes sense. Whereas before, when I was trying to do it, not working in a practice and not knowing, even like the script, like understanding what the script said and like the job cards and things like that. Like it was actually stupid what I was trying to do before.
Because basically before you learn how to press the buttons on the glazing machine,
Yeah.
irrespective, like...
Yeah. Do this, do this, do this, do this, with no backstory.
Yeah.
Of like what you're doing.
You would, so when it came to the lens and the frame, you were just like matching, like there was the prescription, that's what's written on the lens.
No, I wasn't even checking the lens.
Okay.
So like I wasn't even I was literally just pushing the buttons and grinding the lens.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually there was no
real relevance.
Nah, not at all.
How much of the positioning, like, did that click when you were fitting a frame here at Ashburton?
Yeah, because she would fit she would line up
The
the
chuck.
axes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was literally just putting them in.
Putting them in the glazer.
Yeah. Like, and it's quite interesting now, I think, and it falls into place so much better than what it was. Like, and nothing was sticking, but that's also because I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas now,
You're going to be a great person to teach someone else once you're done.
Or I'm not.
No, because also, Nicole, because you learn in such a different way.
In such a fucked up way.
No, and I think that's what's quite good about, in this case, learning in an immersive way. That's your learning style.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, whereas before I was just trying to read it and memorize it, which I can't do.
Which was like school, and you're like, I hate school.
Yeah. And I couldn't, for the life of me, put it into context or figure out what it was for. So it's way better. Yeah.
And then we leaned on Juggaroot, who of course has been on the podcast. Yeah, him and I, a few too many beers deep after trying to barbecue all day. But yeah, we're like, how do you train your optical assistant? And like, there's a free resource on the OCOD website. I was like, you beauty. And that's been
great. It's been great for Deb, and she has said the same thing.
Yeah.
Whereas she's doing these training videos a year into working, and she's like, oh, like all of these things are just like clicking into place because you're like, oh, okay, so that goes with that, and whatever. So that's been good too.
Yeah, it just shows like if you need help, just try to ask some people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we probably should have done more of it before we took over, I think.
Oh, we didn't know. Like, the experience was there, and so it's like you've got to take that at face value.
Yes.
And then like, we don't have experience.
No.
Yeah. Quick learning curve for everybody.
I had no experience.
You have business experience. You've shown me plenty about zero. And Annie at the accountant is very happy with your ability to reconcile stuff. So when there is something out of place, she's able to see it straight away. Like, that's not right.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been great, actually.
Staff party's only 50% deductible.
Yeah.
It's...
Damn it. Yeah. No, she's been great.
That's so good, eh?
It's very good. It's very good. It's a very easy program to work, though, isn't it?
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
What do you mean, hope so? It is.
Like, it's one of those ones where, like, you don't find out until April.
Could you imagine, like, what did people actually...
Oh.
What did people actually do?
Well, we kind of saw
before?
that at that last practice.
Oh, yes. Where they had...
Have a box of bank statements for the
box of invoices, and every month they would put them into a folder and take them down to the accountant. Like, how annoyed would that accountant be?
Luke Kimmy talks about it. It was literally bank statements and invoices, and line by line with a ruler and a green pen.
Wow.
And that's why you, like...
And so what, you would go through that and you'd match it up with...
You know how you were, like, sort of looking at expenses today and going, wonder if we're doing things right.
Yes.
Imagine finding that out a year later.
Yeah, It takes time. Like, oh, actually, you fucked up this whole year. Fix it.
Yeah. Oh, we're already 6 months into the next year.
Yeah. Gross. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Cheers, Zero.
Yes.
Boosting productivity in New Zealand and around the world.
MyOb should probably get that, shouldn't they? They started first, didn't they?
MyOb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MYOB.
Yep.
Didn't they start? And then Zero came in and did it better.
Yeah, well, no, but MYOB was like a accounting software, so running books. And then people like your uncle and Graham Bryant managed to integrate sheets into MYOB. So that was like a separate piece of software. Separate pieces of software. So you'd be running your ledger in Excel or whatever, and then their softwares allowed you to input that into your MYOB software. Yeah. And then, yeah, like I say, Zero came along and we're like, hold my beer.
Yes! That's great. Hold my beer. Perfect. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
No,
it's very easy. And also, HubDoc.
Yeah.
Is
Smartly.
amazing.
I was real stoked that my sister-in-law's dad, who's an accountant, was using Smartly for his accounting firm.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and he was saying, oh, you know, we had a payroll advisor come around and say that Smartly's really good. I was like, good.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
that's good. I'll take that.
That's been fun, eh?
That was my idea.
It was your idea.
Smartly. Oh no, we got it off thingy.
Okay, no, we might have had the same idea. How was it your idea though? I'm not saying you
Googled them.
Didn't have the idea. You Googled them.
Yeah. And then we were looking at, there was that one and there was another one.
And then I got the discount code off Next Anniversary, which was 2 years old, but they'd just re-released that podcast. And I was like, we need payroll.
That's why we did it.
I'll listen to this podcast. And yeah.
No, I think that's when you were like, oh no, use this because they...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go smartly.
Yep, anyway.
Set of socks to an accountant we don't use.
Although, that holiday pay, I need to look into that tomorrow actually, because that fucked up a bit, I think.
Oh, well.
I think we overpaid people. Never mind.
Man, we good.
Pardon?
I said, man, we good.
Yeah, we're so kind. And the funniest thing is nobody has said anything.
Of course they haven't.
You just paid us extra money, but I'm not going to say anything.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But maybe also we didn't pay them extra money.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe there was an extra day because it was a leap year last year.
It's not a thing.
We weren't operational during the leap year.
No.
No.
Don't know. Doesn't matter. Lucky stuff. Might have been Christmas present. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Here's an extra
Happy
day's
New
pay.
Year it was. Yeah. It's a park run.
Yes.
Yeah. You got a sussed yet? Got your cadence sorted? Yeah. You pacing?
If I get behind the right person. I always manage to find someone though that I can keep behind.
Yeah.
That means, yeah.
At my end of the field, it's not the case. I'm actually being the right person for someone else twice now.
Yeah, he beats me home.
Only just, eh?
Only just. No, by lots. Ryan usually laps me.
Oh, I don't.
You come round.
I don't lap you. I say g'day to you.
Yeah, on the way past.
As you're going on your second lap and I'm coming into the finish.
Yeah. When you're going, it's usually when you're coming out of the thingy, right?
Yeah, but it's not a lap. I haven't lapped you. Not like the person that wins. The whippets.
He's so fast.
Is that?
But also, he's only like a couple of minutes ahead of you.
A couple of minutes in 5K is quite a long time.
It's like, it's only like 2 minutes though, isn't it? Isn't he like 22 and you're 24?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like 34.
Yeah, it's good. you often do a lap with Annie too.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah.
Annie does one lap with me and then she stops and sits down because Ryan's just about finished and then I do my second lap.
It's good though. And then a coffee afterwards and a bit of a chat.
Yeah, I like the park run.
Yeah.
We really should get back into it.
Not this weekend. Not next weekend.
No. It's February.
Maybe the weekend after that.
Yeah, we'll have both the girls.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Billy, run 2.5K.
We don't run at all with Annie.
Okay.
We run to a thing, and then we walk to a thing, and then we run to a thing.
Do some farlek.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Could be.
She will like point out the thing, and then I'll be like, oh no, run to that thing.
Oh, good. You extend her.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah. But that's why she wouldn't do another one. She was naked. And like she'd started like falling over herself, falling over her feet. I was like, okay.
Like when we were up the top of Diamond Lake.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, should we pull out? I'm like, oh, I think the like turning back zone is just up there. Should walk up there, and then we see the other path out to these. I'm like, oh gosh, might have made a very large error here, but no, it was okay.
They did really well, but they are little.
Yeah.
They're little legs, and they do just start falling over themselves. And I was like, if we go much further, we're going to end up with injuries.
Yeah. And that was probably good coming down the steep side. It was
like we had
a little
walked.
bit more concentration.
It was probably we'd probably walked an hour already.
Yeah.
Right. Like they'd done a real decent, good uphill walk. Like I wasn't, being like, oh no, had a quick 10-minute walk, let's go.
Yeah.
No, they'd done well.
They're definitely not ready for Roy's Peak yet.
No. No.
2 hours later.
No, you'd have to stop at the top for about 3 hours.
Take a picnic, call the helicopter, take the PLB.
Yeah.
Wonder if that's ever happened. Wonder if somebody's
got to the top and been like, Bleh.
Pulled a PLB.
What's that mean?
Personal locator beacon.
Oh.
Surely
Do you have one of those for hunting on the weekend?
I do.
Good.
But like insurance, I hope never to use it.
Will you let your parents know where you're hunting?
I can do that, yeah.
Because I can't come and find you.
Yeah.
There's only been one time where I just about came and found you. You're about 2 hours late.
When was that?
Coming out of the bush. It was in Hawke's Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You were about 2
Oh, that's
hours
probably
late.
that's probably the day where I tried to link up the tracks and had to crawl on my hands and knees through Kānaka. And I got back to the track absolutely exhausted, naked. Took about 2 steps. I was thinking about, I should get that Maribor out of the top of my pack. And there was a young stag right in the middle of the track that bolted. And I was like, oh, you can't shoot them on the track, but shit.
Better eat that Maribor.
That's twice in that area that I had a deer right on the track walk like straight in front of me. Like, you pricks. Yeah.
Why can't you shoot a stag on the track?
You shouldn't.
Why?
Because there might be people walking. It's unsafe.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to be 50 metres either side of the track.
Okay.
Yeah, and 200 metres from our hut, I think it is.
Okay, fair. Yep. I understand now.
Yeah.
Also, why were you eating a Maribor?
Yeah, that was before I knew that they're not gluten-free. Which was devastating news.
Yeah.
I was quite happy in that ignorance.
Yeah. They're great.
This is the nougat, right?
Yep.
How rude.
Hey, but it's great for me because I get all the Maribors and a box of favourites.
Yeah.
And I eat them all too. It's great.
Box favourites used to be so good. I was like, oh yeah, Morris. Let's do it.
And now you get the Turkish Delights and the cherry ripes.
And the old duck.
Old ducks.
The old duck's pretty good.
Caramellos? Caramel?
No, I can't be bothered with that stuff. And the dairy milk. I'm not down for it. Eh?
Can't be bothered. Hey, would you like some?
No, remember I'm detoxing.
You are detoxing. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm just actually started playing with the remaining ulcer on my tongue.
We had a too good a time when we were camping.
Yeah, it turns out alcohol every day to a good buzz on level is not good for you.
And snacks every day.
Snacks.
So we would have cocktail hour at about 5 o'clock and we would drink cocktails and we would eat snacks every day.
Yeah.
And then we would have dinner and then we would have dessert, which consisted of chocolate and sweets and port and or whiskey or yeah.
Which is gluten free.
Great.
Despite being made of malt or barley.
But yeah, so now Ryan's suffering the consequences.
I wouldn't go suffering, but yeah.
You were suffering the first couple of days.
Yeah.
It was not great. Whereas I was just sad.
Yeah.
I didn't drink as much though.
No.
I just ate the sweets.
Yeah. But you're in the garage this morning doing weights. Had to make you stop. I was like, you want to be able to move tomorrow, eh? you were gonna burn it off all in one session, weren't you? Eh?
Yeah, I was like, I can get rid of all this Christmas.
Christmas and New Year gone in one session.
Easy. Yeah.
Nah.
I should probably maintain that, eh? And do it more than once.
Yeah. As I said, you want to be able to do it the next day. Part of training is being able to come back. Yeah.
Yes.
I moved my body down there. Went on 3
You
big swims, I think. A run. Bought new shoes off Ian.
You swam most days, didn't you?
Oh,
like like a decent swim.
Nah.
Didn't you?
No. Probably like 4 or 5 days. I think I did 3 wetsuit swims.
Yeah, at least. I reckon.
Yeah. And then I did a full lap in my togs once.
Yeah.
That would hit some cold.
Was that freezing?
Hit some cold spots.
Or was that on that really hot day?
It was on the really hot day, so it wasn't horrible, but there was still cold spots I didn't like. I remember I figured out that actually the losing my breath and hyperventilating swimming has nothing to do with the bottom
it's
of
the lake weed.
Maybe a little bit the lake weed, but more just that Lake Taupo was freaking cold in your togs.
Ah.
A bit like Lake Wanaka's bloody cold in your togs. And the wetsuit, it was quite nice. The wetsuit's
I
really,
must say
really
that
good.
night that I froze,
Yeah.
I pretty much was hyperventilating the entire night. I was so stressed. I was so cold.
Yeah.
We was it the second? No, it was the second night. We didn't take enough blankets.
What was worse is that we had what we remedied with the sitting there.
Yeah.
So we could have just got up and put those on the bed and we would have been sweet.
Instead, we just froze for an entire night. But that's okay. We fixed it the following night. But fuck, it was cold.
Yeah.
Next time we'll take more blankets.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It was great your daughter having a birthday there. Good excuse to go to the cow.
Yes, that was great.
Yeah.
It was a great birthday. With ice cream cake and
Yeah.
just to add to the bad food, we had ice cream cake and chocolate cake.
Yeah. And shout out to Nick and Kate with their rehearsal dinner.
Yeah. That was next door.
Next door. Private function.
I hope they didn't get wet on their wedding day.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit rainy when we left, wasn't it?
A little bit. It was a lot rainy when we left.
Wasn't too bad while we were in the English pub having our big breakfast and watching the darts.
Yeah.
180.
It was good. It was a good breakfast actually.
Got us to Feely.
It was amazing actually how much, like, you think of all the cafes and stuff in Wanaka. There was not a lot of indoor seating in any of them, eh? We walked for ages trying to find somewhere we could sit inside because it was cold.
Well, we could have just got a pie at the dough bin, but
Then you would have been real sore.
that wouldn't have been great.
No. And he would have been stoked though. He loves a pie.
With a dough bin pie.
Yeah.
We didn't get to the Feely Bakehouse. It's not on our route.
It's not on the main road.
Yeah.
We could have turned back, but
Route, isn't it?
route.
So American.
Let's go with route.
Route 66.
Route. Good route.
Rerouting. So, keep being CEO another month?
I'm not the CEO.
Yeah.
We've talked about that.
Did you make a LinkedIn today?
No. I don't know what you'd put on mine.
CEO, Ashburton Eyecare.
Of what? CEO of Ashburton Eyecare.
Yeah.
I don't think you would put that.
Yeah. Training dispensing competition. You're not even allowed to put that, are you?
No.
Undertaking the dispensing cert 4 certificate.
And then apparently I'm not, I won't be certified technically certified because a certified optician is not signing me off. I'll have the qualification, but I won't be certified.
Oh, that's a loophole, isn't it?
But also doesn't matter, right?
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
Wonder what you got to be able to call yourself a dispensing optician.
You have to be certified.
Yeah, I wonder how you do that.
I don't know. I could probably find out.
Yeah. Seems odd.
Yeah.
Certificate for a dispensing optician.
I'll have the certificate.
Graduated, but you're not certified dispensing optician.
Yes. We can't put it on the door. Like you being the optometrist.
Bob Tom.
Right. Brian O'Connor, Bob Tom.
BSc, Bob Tom.
Nicole Hopkins O'Connor.
Cert 4. Can you put that? Don't know. That's true. We've got a massive hallway. Everybody else should do the certificate so we can put stuff up. We should ask them, do you guys have any qualifications?
No, do your qualifications feel lonely?
They do. They feel a bit wanky.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they're beyond where the people go.
I would like to put them down further.
Oh, no, don't do that.
They cost a lot of money. We should put them in the waiting room. Just so people know you did go to school.
Did go to school for far too long.
You are qualified in some things.
Do they have real optometrists at Speak Service? Yeah, they do. I've got the same degree. Some of them have got better degrees than me.
Do they?
Yeah.
How? How can you have a better degree?
I've got it with honours.
Could you go back and get one with honours?
I don't know, because I was on GPA and I was like 0.2 of a GPA away from honours.
Well, why don't you work harder?
Probably,
Yeah.
but I think the fact that my first year I didn't get into optometry made that a little bit harder.
Well, you should have worked harder. Basically.
Should have just not enjoyed first year too much.
Obviously.
And got 50% in chemistry and biology.
Yep.
That was a real handbrake.
Yep. Obviously.
Obviously. 2
You
years.
should have stopped drinking and...
I just never should have. Just should have actually studied.
Yeah. Yes.
But I blame MCA. I did what I did with NCA.
Yeah, well, hey, if I had done... I didn't even do NCA.
Didn't I have level 1?
I did level 1.
Oh, yeah.
I did fifth form.
You did NCA?
Just fifth form.
Yeah. It's basically the same level 2 and level 3. Yeah, I just did the workbooks and then did the exams, and they're the same questions. Didn't work like that at uni. Well, as we went through it, did a little bit, but yeah, the ability to write an essay and actually communicate, understanding was a little bit different.
Yeah.
The question could be the same, but being able to answer it's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you figured it out in the end, and you got 2 certificates for the wall. Perfect. That'll do.
That'll do. It's good.
Yeah. Don't go and do more study.
I need to do some CPDs.
Yeah, you can do that, but don't go and do your masters or something, or your doctorate.
I might do a Masters of Public Health.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
Through AUT.
I feel like
It's good with AUT. Do you mind not molting the deer even further?
Sorry.
As bad as the kids.
Yeah.
When I talked to Grant Schofield, AUT is quite good because you can do a Masters of Public Health, then you don't actually have to go to uni to do it. And so, yeah, he was like, your question about would an optometrist be able to have some people follow a fasting protocol for a period of time is an interesting question. He's like, that's enough for a Masters in Public Health. I was like, oh, cool. He's like, any results of that would be really interesting. And he's like, if it was somewhat effective in your pilot, then there's potential for a PhD question from that. I was like, yeah.
Don't do PhD. I feel like that's a big job.
That's a whole different can of worms. Got to write a thesis for that.
That feels like a big job.
Mm.
Would that be as big a job as what Mark just did?
Yeah, that
sounded horrible.
Yeah, I reckon he should have got a
PhD for that. We could give him one.
Just
What did he get for that?
like you certified. No, I think he's some sort of.
I hope he's a doctor.
Member of something now.
He needs more than that. I hope he gets a badge. Does he get his own car park?
I think he already has that. Oh. I think he can like sign off a subdivision type stuff.
Oh. That seemed like a lot of work.
Big job.
Yeah.
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 Could do an MBA like my brother.
Don't do that. We've got Andrew.
I can do a personality test online. Don't need to do an MBA to do it.
Hey, don't take it away from me.
No, I'm joking. There's far more than the personality test. I'm sure that was the first lecture. Find out who you are and how you think. Then you might make better decisions.
And how you learn.
And how you learn.
And how you love.
How you lead. How you interact. How you love. Do your love languages.
Yeah. Do that. That'll do.
That'll do.
I think you've got your life sorted.
Life sorted.
Yeah.
If only it was that easy, eh?
Isn't it?
No.
What's the meaning of life, Ryan?
42.
What?
I haven't even watched the movie. It's apparently from. See, I didn't even know what the movie's called.
The story's good.
Yeah, but the answer is 42, and it's the meaning of life.
What's the context?
I don't know. It's a movie. This is like third-hand information. It's something my dad said.
Oh. Okay. I don't know.
I've got the name Guardians of the Galaxy in my head, and that's not what the movie's called.
Good.
So that's why I can't think
So
of
don't go and watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could watch Guardians of the Galaxy if you're into that stuff.
No, I want to know what the meaning of life is.
Yeah.
I feel like figuring out who you are and what you do is a pretty good start.
How'd you enjoy business horoscopes at the end of last year?
The
Myers-Briggs 16 personalities.
You made me do that years ago.
Made you, yes.
Yes, he did. He made me.
And
he made me do lots of quizzes.
And the
Didn't you?
Clifton Streets Finder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you made me do the love languages one as well.
Made you? Because I'm a dictator.
Yes. You're a commander.
Commander. Not a dictator.
Commander with no empathy.
Hey, my empathy is actually like 60%.
When?
It's just more judging.
When?
In my job every day.
Yes, you're very empathetic.
That's why there's none left for you. Use up over 40%. It's just only judging left.
Shit. He's actually lovely.
Yeah.
Except for your peripheral. Eh?
So annoying. So, as we're talking about with camping, everyone was there. So there were a lot of conversations go on, many of which I thought Nicole was privy to. Turns out she wasn't. So, what are you doing, Ryan? I'm like, you were there, right? You're like, nah. I was like, but like everyone was talking. He's like, yeah, I wasn't there. I was like, oh. Now I see why you're out of the loop on this. I've got you were talking about my periphery. What you actually mean is I've got a real bad like tunnel vision, eh?
Yes. Ryan sees what's in front of him and not a lot else.
This has come up plenty of times in our relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you upset
but
about?
he's just very focused. Like it's actually not a bad thing. Sometimes he's just very focused, and this is my task, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to succeed, and I'm going to do it really fucking well.
Also,
but I'm not concerned about anything else around me.
If there's a major problem, I'm going to just block everything else out and solve it.
Yeah.
I.e., us not getting any sleep because my daughter was coughing too much. So, what's the answer to that? Make sure we're not missing anything, and the doctor might be able to give us some stuff. And they did, actually, which was quite nice.
They did, yeah.
Meanwhile, you're like, what the fuck's going on? Are we staying? Are we going?
Yeah.
Do I need to back the tent up? How long are you going to be?
Yeah.
And that was a piece of string question. How long are you going to be?
Yeah. Yep. Never mind.
I got to see a cool helicopter though. Take off backwards.
And then he comes out with stories like this, and you're like, hey, really?
Well, 3 or so hours at the medical centre. You got to entertain yourself somehow.
Yeah.
Also, quite funny, you with a 6-year-old and they're to see the doctor and they're like, can I show you my cartwheel? You're like, no.
Can I have a fluffy and some marshmallows?
Yeah, that too. There was when we went to go to the toilet, he walked past the cafe. He's like, can I have a fluffy? I'm like, not the best idea
when you've got a cough.
like a chesty cough.
Kids are great.
Fun, they say.
Yeah.
No, but then they're not hearing. We're like, what do we do?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Yes. It's true.
Yeah.
We love them.
No,
they're great.
We're definitely
but it's
very involved.
It's funny.
Yeah.
They are funny.
They are so funny. It's funny.
But no, the purpose of doing that, the personalities test was to see kind of how the rest of our team kind of worked in with us, because we knew what we were. And it was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There were some things in there that I didn't expect, and didn't realise. So
it's going to be interesting to see what people's top strengths are.
And what? Sorry.
Interesting to do the Clifton Strengths Finders with people and see what their strengths are.
Yes, I can't remember that one. What I came out as. I'll have to go and find it again.
Mine was competition analysis. Woo.
Competition. You always. This competition is yes, so much. Everything is competition.
But then you played cards with us on camping. You'd like.
Yeah.
That was strong, wasn't it? There's a lot of abuse spent. Well, not abuse, but it's like, God damn it.
Yeah. It's good though.
Playing sequence and bust.
We did well at sequence.
One night.
Until we didn't.
Yeah, that night that Martin Uncle schooled everyone.
Yeah, like just 3. It was just 3 of 3, eh?
Yeah.
One after the other.
And then Mum and Dad won a game, and then Mr. Sharon won another one. We're like, right out.
But sequence team, it is amazing. It's a great game. You should all go out and buy it. We should get sequence.
Uno is honestly people playing Uno with people that don't know the rules, and then you play the rules and they call you out. You can't do that. You're like, do you want me to read the rules?
Oh, except for that time that you did do the thing that you weren't supposed to do.
What was that one?
And we called you out on it, and you were like, "Oh shit."
Oh, that was the wild. Can you actually play when you've put the wild down? And you're like, yeah, I can. And so then I picked up 4. But actually, only the person who the wild's been played on can ask that question.
It was rather confusing, actually, wasn't it?
Uno.
Yeah.
Especially with Harry Potter Uno, because there's the 9 3/4 card.
Yeah. Yeah. It was confusing. We've got that other set, which is just wilds.
What?
Yeah.
Is it no 9 3/4?
It's not a Harry Potter one. It's just Uno Wild. So all the cards are wild. We should figure out how to play it.
Oh, that sounds confusing.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be faster or something?
I don't know.
Is it just last card?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Just with Uno branding.
Yeah.
Well, I think Uno basically is last card.
Kinda. Yeah. It's a good game. When you figure out how to play it.
Mm. Did you finish the book while you were there?
Yes.
I got through the first part of June.
I started Spellbook. My Spellbook? No, is it Spellbook? Spellshop. Which is very good. But I finished the other one.
Trying to read June when you've got a whole bunch of kids and auntie and uncle and your mum and dad trying to talk to you the whole time.
And your wife.
It's not conducive.
And you're like, just stop.
Not conducive.
Let me finish this page. It was super funny.
What was super cool was this book, that for Annie's birthday? Or
Yeah, Annie's birthday.
Yeah. The pop-out versions of the Harry Potter books.
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
If you're a Harry Potter fan,
You should get
your hands on some.
just to have on the bookshelf forever.
Yeah.
You can get the first 3 in this pop-up version.
If you're watching, I'll open this page. Well, obviously we're near the back. It's the Philosopher's Stone, and there's a chessboard.
It's very cool. Like, the whole thing is illustrated, and there's probably about 6 pop-ups in there.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. It's a really, really cool. Must be a collector's item.
Designed and illustrated by Minalima. Obviously, still written by J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'll slowly get all 3, I reckon. And I want those. Is it the Wizarding Almanac?
Oh, just the Harry Potter Almanac.
Yeah.
And he got that out from the library, eh?
Yeah, it was so good. She spent ages with her nose in that. So
yeah, and then she's just like the Harry Potter quiz master now. Oh, that was another cool pop-up. Is the letter from Hogwarts. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. The clock's pretty cool too.
And the painting, the eyes move. The what's her name? The portrait at the Gryffindor common room.
Yeah.
So good.
It's a very cool book.
Yes. So after that almanac, Annie was all about the Harry Potter quizzes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should get that book.
Ryan, can I ask you a question? Like, thinking it would be something more general. How many times does Draco say my father? She didn't even get that from the almanac. She Googled it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's 8 times, by the way.
Poor Hannah just
I don't
got
know.
inundated with Harry Potter questions. But
I think she was here for it.
I think she enjoyed it. I hope she did. Otherwise, Hannah, I'm sorry. She's very good. Very good with the girls.
Yeah.
With Annie. And all the Harry Potters.
Oh, I'm just seeing the reflection of the video in the window there, and I've chopped my head off the whole time.
Cool.
Maybe.
Do you look bald?
Oh, probably. Let's slouch more. Crack up. Oh well, this is fun.
Are you going to do more of these this year?
Yeah. Need to get old Duncan Hum down for a chat.
And go and see Sean in Dunedin.
Oh yeah, Sean Hassler.
Yeah. You could do the whole family, I reckon.
Aaron's brother.
Aaron's brother.
Yeah. There's dude up in Christchurch who's doing a podcast. He's an interesting fella. Go talk to him. Mm-hmm. His name's Tom. I think that's right. Anyway.
We'll eventually get a podcast room at the practice, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Wooly Dooley, he's just up the road in Messfin.
It's funny to think, though, was it 2 years ago you were doing a podcast a week? I couldn't imagine you doing it. Like it, eh?
No, I think I'd block out a time to do it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with the diary it is at the moment. So if you need an eye exam,
Yeah.
book online at asheye.co.nz.
Under appointment bookings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny, eh? How much you did. Did so many. Eh?
Yeah.
So consistent. It was amazing.
No, it's good. It's just getting into the process of it, and
I don't think it needs to be that regular.
do some block recording. That's always handy.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, sweet.
Alrighty.
What was your word for the year?
What do you mean? I don't think I had a word.
Mine was here.
What?
We did that goal setting thing.
Oh. Was it smile?
That's a good one. Can be.
I think it was smile.
Nice.
Yeah. Here.
Here.
And then here.
Yeah.
Not here.
Not off to Turkey to get to get here. No, here.
Meaning what? Present.
Be present. Yeah.
Okay.
Be here. Focus on.
Yeah. Be in Ashburton.
Yeah. The things you can do now, not the list of 1,000 things that will come.
Yeah.
Will get done.
Yeah.
In time. Sweet. Let's stop.